in my opinion, yes. To love your friends, to love yourself, to love your family, to love a romantic partner, and to find a romantic partner. But at the same time, I don't know if that's all there is to love. I mean, all there is to life. You know? I've been watching a lot of Sex and the City recently. And every episode, one character has a new romantic partner. And is that normal? Or is that like a New York thing? Because I've been single for a year, almost a year now. I've had, like, I've casually dated people, but no relationships in the past year. And up until, like, recent, I feel like I've lived a very male-centric life. Ever since I can, like, remember, ever since I, like, developed the brain cell to find men attractive, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of my attention has been finding a partner. Or I've been in a relationship and I'm thinking of that partner and like how I can take care of them. And now, for the first time, basically in my life, that is not at the forefront of my mind. At the forefront of my mind is occupied by my career. And I never thought that I never understood when someone was like, hey, I'm like really not looking for a relationship, I'm really like that's not what I'm focusing on. I never understood that because all my life I've just been boys, boys, boys. And I think a lot of that actually roots in what I saw from my mom. And this isn't me like blaming my tendencies on my mother, but like I saw her seek safety and security in men. My parents are divorced, and even when I didn't see it, I mean, I saw it sometimes. Like I saw the way that she is in relationships, and I saw the type of people that she dates. But a lot of them were the ones providing security for her, and for her, it was because from a young age, she never had safety or security. She grew up very, very young. She was taking herself to kindergarten. She would like catch 2 trains at like 7 in the morning as a 4 or 5 year old. Right now, like at this day and age, that's like unbelievable. But apparently, back in her day, that was normal. So she has been providing for herself since a very not providing for herself, but like taking care of herself from a very young age. So the security that she never had from her parents, she was seeking in men. That's what I saw. Right? She never told me this explicitly, but from my point of view, that's what I took from that. And I think subconsciously, I also adopted that tendency. Because the boyfriend I had in New Zealand, he was a very safe and secure person. I didn't have that because I was by myself in New Zealand. None of my family was there. I was very young. I was like 15, 16, living on my own in New Zealand, working and like getting my own income, getting my money, and also dealing with what comes with being in like a homestay or living with other people that's supposed to be your guardian but isn't really your guardian because they're awful parents. But so yeah, so in that kind of difficult time was when I met my previous partner, and he gave me the security, the safety, and his family also welcomed me into his family, so I also had a family through him. So in that time, it was much more than attraction or infatuation. It was also finding safety, yes. And I never thought of it at the time, but now, like a year after, I see what I saw in him. And I'm so grateful for him because, like, I don't think I would have been able to get through those couple years without him. Maybe I would have, but him being there made it a lot more manageable. But then, like, when we broke up, the first thing I was looking for was another man. Like, girl, sort yourself out first. Guess I was young, but... And then I moved to Japan a couple months later, and I think I've been here for about 6 months now. I've gone on a couple dates, like, I don't know how normal it is. Like, what's the normal rate of people that you pursue in a certain amount of time? It's not like I've like serial dated, but I've been so emotionally distraught by all of these like situationships because they never actually ended up being anything, and all of them were quite toxic. Not toxic, but they were just not great partners. Every time something ended, I would be distraught every time. These are all like things I could have avoided because I don't need a partner right now. I'm 19. I have a roof over my head. I basically have nothing to worry about except for my career. So I just kept thinking, why do I crave a relationship so much? Why am I craving partnership so much? I think a lot of it stems from the fact, I need to do my makeup. I think a lot of it stemmed from the fact that I don't have friends here. I mean, I do now, but for a very long time, I didn't, and I was struggling with that quite a lot. So I'm Japanese, but I never lived here. I've come here for vacations, but I grew up in Indonesia for 15 years, and then I lived in New Zealand for 5 years. Never lived in Japan for longer than a month or 2 months. So I don't have a circle here. I don't have people here. And I'm also not in university, so I don't meet a lot of people my age organically. I work in an office, so a lot of the people that I'm around are quite older than me. And also my coworkers. So there comes with, there's risk with becoming close with your coworkers, and I'm aware of that. So I think what I was struggling with in loneliness and lack of companionship, I was trying to make up for in these relationships. And that's why I stayed in those relationships for much longer than I should have, and tolerated a lot more than I should have, because in a way I was desperate for companionship, which is really sad. I didn't realize that now, but now I think about it, I'm like, wow, that's actually quite bad for my mental well-being, and also didn't do much to grow me. I feel the person that you are dating or pursuing romantically, I feel like should add positive value to your life and should be teaching you something about yourself or something within like relationships. But so far the men that I've oh my god, what are these eyebrows today? So far the men that I've pursued in Japan have taught me nothing more than to just focus on my career. Right now, I have a crush on someone, but like previously when I had a crush, it would be all I thought of. All I thought of was them and how I can like change myself so that they'll like me more. It's so toxic now that I'm hearing myself say these things. It's really disheartening. But right now it's more like in the back of my mind. Like, I'm so excited about my social media career that I have planned, and what I have planned for this channel, what I have planned for other channels, what I have planned for channels that I haven't even announced yet, that a romantic relationship, it's like, it would be nice. I don't need it. Do I want it? If it's like if it's a healthy one, sure. I wouldn't oppose it. I'm open to the lessons that come with like a relationship and the companionship that comes with a relationship. But that's, for the first time in my life, that's not the first thing I'm thinking of. And yeah, I guess it's really nice, but it's very new. Yeah. I can't talk and do my makeup. I really thought I would be able to with that. Ooh, I also want to touch on casual sex in a second. Hold on. so hot. Oh my god, I love my current makeup routine. Casual sex. I've never really participated in it. One, because I'm still young, but I mean, I know people my age who have had a plethora of experiences in casual sex. But for me, a lot of my sexual relationships have been in sexual experiences, I guess sexual experience has been in relationships. So I've never really had the pleasure of experiencing like a one night stand or anything of that sort. And I was talking with my friend the other day. He's a gay man, and I think gay men have a very different way of like pursuing. It's very clear for them, you know. At the beginning, like when they match on Grindr, they say, so top bottom, or like something it's very explicit. They're very straight to the point, like, hey, I'm only here for a hookup. Whereas I feel like for a lot of hetero relationships, it's like even like one person is just looking for a hookup and the other person is looking for a relationship. It's never really discussed until it comes up, you know. And I mean, thinking like maybe for me to know and like experiment my boundaries and what I like, maybe I should put myself out there for like casual sex. And I got to the point where I like organized. I organized a hookup, I guess. But when the day came, I was like, what am I doing? Like, I woke up in the morning, I was like, what am I doing? I don't need dick. You know? So, yeah, I'm yet to experience that. Yeah, in Sex and the City, they have so much casual sex. And I'm like, how? Because I feel like, for me, sex is very emotional and it's very vulnerable. And because I've only shared it with people in relationships, I think it's very special for me, I guess. Not to say that sex isn't special for people who have casual sex, but for me, with my past experiences and I guess my trauma, I feel like I need to be at a very comfortable place in a very comfortable place vulnerably. Like I need to trust that person to be able to access that side of myself and to actually enjoy what's going on. And maybe that's just like an issue I need to be solving in therapy. But are hookups the natural way of going about life? Is that the healthy way? Because I guess as humans, like as animals, we need sex. But what's the correct answer? I don't have the answer to that yet. Let me ask you guys, what's your experiences? You can like DM me if you're comfortable. I'd love to know. I don't know if I'm the oddball for not being able to have sex casually. Or that's the normal way in a society of just that's so hot. Or I don't know. I guess yeah. I think you know what I'm talking about, but see the thing with these YouTube videos is that because I don't edit them, you get to see all of the stuff that you otherwise wouldn't. Oh, I forgot to use a microphone for this one. I'm so sorry. The audio is probably shit. I'm so sorry. Next one I'll use a microphone. Oh, that's so hot. Oh my god. What do I need to do? I need to do clean up that edge. Oh, I did a lot of stuff on myself a couple of days ago. I'm getting really good. No, I look white as a ghost right now. I need to contour. I love summer, but being a sweaty girl and just a girl with like higher body temperature, I cannot slay summer the way that I want to. I can't wear the makeup. Ooh, whoa, scary. I can't wear the makeup that I want because it doesn't, stay on my face. And I can't wear a lot of what I want to wear because, again, I'm gonna be so sweaty. So with winter coming up and like, what is it called, autumn? Is autumn coming up? I'm so excited. But when winter comes again, I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll probably be, complaining about the weather again. Tea. So gorgeous. If you don't talk to yourself this way, you're missing out, Pooh King. Because I honestly am the biggest fan of myself. And I'm so cool. I think I'm so gorgeous. I think I'm so funny. I saw this hack, this makeup trick on TikTok, where they use like a lip liner that they normally use under their eyes, and then under their under nose bridge to get that little like sun-kissed, I guess that e-girl kind of looking makeup. And I think it's so cute because that is a different shade from my usual blush, so I think it adds dimension, or maybe I'm just having fun with colors, but I think it's cute. So cute! Oh, I love my beauty routine right now. I was in kind of a flop era, I'm not gonna lie, for like a good month. Maybe not that long, but I really wasn't feeling good about myself or my makeup or anything. And now I feel like I'm in my slay era. Well, that's the makeup. Let me know what you think about if love is all there is to life. And I'll see you soon. Love you. Have a good day.